All right, thank you for joining me this morning. And today I will be teaching about the techniques leading up to the expansion stage and meditation. And we will also be practicing these techniques. And I will talk a little bit about how and why we do the expansion stage. So, the first important thing about meditation is the mind and breath connection. The mind and breath are very interconnected and they play off one another. So your breath is your life force energy. It is the energy that flows through your body, keeps you alive and healthy, and it also greatly affects your everyday life. If you've noticed, if you have irregular or choppy breath, it can lead to agitated mind and thoughts, and vice versa. If your breath is very calm, then it can lead to calm breath or calm mind and still and relaxed thoughts. So that is the main goal of these techniques, is to lead to calm breath and calm thoughts. So the first component to this technique that I'll be teaching is how we watch the breath. And we watch the breath to help slow the breath and to calm our mind. And there are two main parts to watching the breath. The first part is that we must let it flow naturally and freely. We cannot control it at all. And the second part is that we need to find the point in your nose, whether it be the front, the middle, or the top, wherever you can feel it most clearly. Concentrate on that point, the flow through that point, in and out of your breath. And now that I've explained the two components to watching the breath, we will do a little practice. So I'll invite you to sit up straight, spine erect, palms upturned at the junction between your thighs and abdomen. Close your eyes and keep your gaze slightly upward. We will start with a deep inhale through the nose and completely release the breath with the exhale and let go of any control of the breath and let it flow back in freely on its own accord. Now try to notice where in your nose you can feel the breath most clearly. Focus on the flow going in and out of that point in your nose. If you feel your breath slow down at all, that's okay. Enjoy the peaceful pauses between breath. Don't control it at all. Whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes back up into this outward life. And that is how we watch the breath. And that is the first component to this technique that I'll be teaching leading up to the expansion stage. There are two other important components to this technique. And the first one is the mantra. We use the Hong Sa mantra. And the Hong Sa mantra helps us to concentrate on the breath, and it has a calming effect on the body. Hong Sa has a ancient Sanskrit meaning that translate to I am spirit. And we don't focus on the literal meaning, but the sound of Hong Sa invokes a calming energy through our body on a subtle level. And to practice Hong Sa, we mentally say Hong on each inhale and Sa with each exhale. And we follow the mantra with the breath. So the next part, or the other component of this technique, is the finger movement. We use our right index finger with the palm upturned, and with each inhale, we slightly curl the right forefinger inward. And with each exhale, we slightly put it back to our natural position. And that helps aid with concentration, and it also has a calming effect. So now that we know the three components of this technique, watching the breath, the mantra, and the finger movement, we'll try to put it all together in the short practice. So I'll invite you to sit up straight again, palms upturned at the junction between your thighs and abdomen. Close your eyes and gently raise your gaze. We will start with a deep inhale through the nose. Fully exhale, letting go of all control of the breath. Let it flow in on its own accord naturally. Try to find the point in your nose where you feel the breath flowing most clearly. Concentrate on the flow of the breath in and out through that point. Now we will add in the Hong Sa mantra. Mentally say Hong with each inhale and Sa with each exhale. Now we will add in the right index finger movement, curled in slightly with each inhale and back to its natural position with each exhale. And if you feel your mind wandering at all, just gently bring it back to Hong Sa and the flow of the breath. And whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes, come back to the outward life. And that is the full practice of the techniques leading up to the expansion stage. I'll tell you a little bit about the expansion stage. So the expansion stage is what we call real meditation. To transition into the expansion stage from these techniques, we take a deep inhale through the nose and 3 exhales through the mouth, with the last one letting all of your air out. And then you let go of the techniques that we were just practicing, let your breath flow freely, and bring your attention to the spiritual eye, the point between the eyebrows. And we do the expansion stage to try to embody an aspect of God that we feel that we can attune with the most. And for beginners, a lot of times the easiest one to attune to is peace. So for this example, if I was trying to embody peace in the expansion stage, I would be trying to become peace, having peace permeate through every cell of my body and trying to become peace. And we do this to try to experience the full benefits of meditation and to try to raise our awareness and bring these aspects of God from our meditation practice into our outward reality and to help us make us better humans and to make the world a better place. So that's all I have for my lesson today. Peace. And I would like to invite you to ask any questions you may have.
Thank you, Luke. Are you still recording with the questions? Just asking. Yeah. Okay, because I didn't, and Mary said she wasn't supposed to, so I thought we were. Anyway, good. Okay, so I just want to say thank you. You did a wonderful job.
Thanks.
That's the basis of number 5 too, so that's really good. I'm trying to work on that, what do you call it, that base too, and make it comfortable for me. And I think you did very well. Thank you. You read it though. Did you read it?
No, that was
Oh,
from my head.
okay. So then raise your eyes. Raise your eyes. And look at me. Ah, see, now you're looking at me. So
Yeah,
who are you looking at now? So look, it looked to me like you were reading, but we're doing Zoom, so it's not comfortable.
yeah, you're also to like the left side of my screen, so it might kind of look like I'm looking over a little bit.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's what it looked like to me, but yeah, you had it down pat. Thank you. And I like the fact that you, when you were introducing the expansion stage, that you were saying that you brought these aspects into yourself, and therefore it wasn't your words, but they spill out to everyone else and the rest of the world too, which is very important nowadays, I guess.
of course.
I guess it is very important.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I like the calming the mind and calming the thoughts. Calming the mind and calming the breath was your first introduction. And I wonder, did you say thoughts? Because that's the mind, I think. So anyway, the breath is also, the goal of this is to calm the breath and the mind, which is absolutely, I think you did say that, but you included thought.
Yeah.
And is that different from the mind, do you think? I'm just curious.
Um, I think they're both kind of interconnected. Like
Yeah.
if your breath is calm and your mind is calm, then you're gonna have more clear thoughts. That's kind of the point I was trying to make.
Yes. Okay. That's right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I thought you were